What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and most importantly, please make sure you are following me on Telegram at TD Media Group to help circumvent social media censorship and shadow banning. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And oh my goodness, do I have something very interesting and good for you today. Why do I say this is good? Because, well, number one, first and foremost, it feels good to actually have a president, because what we had over the last 4 years of Joe Biden definitely was not that. But we definitely have a president in Donald Trump, because recently today, I'm talking about as early as about maybe 30 minutes ago, Donald Trump and JD Vance cursed out Zelensky for disrespecting them in the White House. They laid down the law and they let Zelensky know, look here, you're not coming into our house, the White House, and dictating anything over here and telling us what we will and what we won't do and what we will feel and what we won't feel. And you'll understand what I mean by that in just a moment. Now, why does Zelensky feel so bold in disrespecting our president in the White House? Well, because he's accustomed to disrespecting our president, formerly Joe Biden. He's accustomed to coming over here and thinking that he is just entitled to billions upon billions of dollars and all of the support that we have to offer. He believes he's entitled to this. And even the Washington Post wrote about this way back in 2022. We're not going to dive too deep into the article right now for the sake of time, but just look at the headline here. Zelensky's bold, consistent message. I'm going to read that again. Zelensky's bold, consistent message to Biden: do better. It's the Ukrainian leader's turn to leverage a U.S. president. So once again, even the Washington Post highlighted this back in 2022. Zelensky feeling entitled and disrespecting the White House and disrespecting our government, thinking that we just owe him something. This is something in a way, in a sense of entitlement that he has had for a long time. And I want to prove to you his arrogance in just a moment. But first, let's get into the actual clip of Donald Trump and JD Vance laying down the law. Let's get into that right now.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
not strong...
Mr.
President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to
count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Before Zelensky even answers that, look at his arrogance while in the White House, in the midst of President Trump and JD Vance. Arms crossed. I don't care about anything of what you're saying right now. The arrogance. Imagine me coming into your home, disrespecting you in this fashion, talking to you in this type of tone, and having such a pompous arrogantness with myself. You would throw me out of your home with the quickness, if not worse. But let's keep watching this because it gets better. At a certain point here, Donald Trump's just going to say enough is enough.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this.
I'm not
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country,
With
That's back
all
to
respect
you.
to
Far
country,
more than a lot of people said they should
Have
have.
you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have you said thank you?
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
The level of disrespect is through the roof. It's through the roof, because really think about this for a moment, and we're going to get more into his disrespect, but think about this for a moment. This is an issue that's happening in Europe. All these European countries, all those European leaders, why don't you guys handle that over there? You take care of your own stuff and clean your own backyard and handle that over there. Why does it take the president of the United States, Donald Trump, to put this to bed? And the fact that it takes us here to put your situation to bed, what you need to do is stop talking and be quiet. Because like Trump said, you don't have the cards. Nothing is in your favor right now. We're in control of the deck. So you should watch your tone. Oh, I'm pretty sure by the time goofy Jasmine Crockett gets to this shit, he told him. No, that's not how that works. When you're the one that's coming to us for help, when seemingly no European nation can do anything about cleaning up their backyard, so it's being left up to President Trump to deal with this with Putin because you guys can't handle it, you should probably shut up before I give your entire country away to Putin. You should probably be quiet. That's just the reality of it. But his arrogance is so through the roof. You see, he's even leaning in to the disrespect as he's going back and forth with Trump. And this is something that's just not going to work out in his favor if he wants to continue to go down this road. But once again, this is just who he is, a highly disrespectful person. And I want to close this video out with this. During a meeting with Congress back in 2022, Zelensky's arrogance was so through the roof that this man had the audacity to quote Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech in order to get $800 million more out of us. Imagine that. Bastardizing this "I Have a Dream" speech, the iconic speech of Martin Luther King, "I Have a Dream," and bastardizing it to justify, force, shame, and bully Biden into giving up another $800 million, which, if I'm not mistaken, they did. Anyways, let's get into this clip right now.
Aircraft that can help Ukraine, help Europe. And you know that they exist and you have them, but they are on Earth, not in Ukraine, in the Ukrainian sky. They do not defend our people. I have a dream. These words are known to each of you. Today I can say, I have a need. I need to protect our sky. I need your decision, your help, which means exactly the same you feel when you hear the words, I have a dream.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And what happened after that? Biden gave him an extra $800 million after bastardizing the speech of one of the greatest American heroes of all time, Martin Luther King Jr. You have to be an arrogant son of a gun to come to America and bastardize a speech like that. That means so much to so many people here in this country. But he has mistakenly carried that arrogance over into this administration. And that is the wrong move, because Donald Trump is no Joe Biden. And if he doesn't play his cards right, I'll leave it alone and we'll just end this video here. With all that being said, that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group to help circumvent social media censorship and shadow banning. The link to my Telegram is in the description box below and pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time. And until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.